And so I said, for every number you get, you're getting a spanking when you get home. And one day she came home with 4 numbers, and she goes, well, that's 4 spankings. She doesn't care.
Well,
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. She doesn't care because she hasn't been made to have to deal with negative consequences. And so you have to let her know that you have 0 tolerance for disrespect. That's not going to happen in your house. And the way you do that is to put some house rules that are positive, but that she's clear and she understands that, okay, I can't go outside. That's the only way that you're going to be able to set limits and boundaries such that she understands not to do this anymore. Now, I have some house rules that I have for you here today.
Okay.
There are things like ask before opening the door. That is a rule. So now this is clear. The house rules are visual so that even younger children are able to understand them. And you don't start house rules with things like no, don't, and stop. Because what we're trying to teach children is what to do as opposed to what not to do. Okay? So first of all, put your house rules in place. You see the 5 there, and I left a blank for you so that you can add what's needed. When she breaks the rule, she gets these consequence cards. So this one says, ask before opening the door. Say she tries to go out anyway, right? This is her consequence. So you pick one, and you make her read it. You can pick any one of these. Okay, what does she have to do?
Write 10 sentences of bad things that can happen when you go out of the house without asking.
Yeah. Okay. But then I have some good choices here. When she's good all week at school, doesn't get those little marks or X's, then she can do what? She could spend an extra 30 minutes playing her favorite electronic game over the weekend, okay? But she has to make the choice to be a good girl.
These are very doable things because times have changed now.
Yes.
You know, it wasn't the old way. See, your daughter said, well, I guess I'll get 4 spankings. There's no way in the hell I'd have requested 4 spankings from my dad. My spankings were near-death experiences. So I didn't think I could survive 4 in a row. Our next mom, Tawana, says that her daughter only eats 2 things. You won't believe this, folks. She only eats butter and cottage cheese. Watch this. Well, we'll talk to Tawana and help her deal with her daughter Brooklyn's behavior when we come back. Don't go away, this is pretty good.
Is fed up with her daughter's horrible eating habits.
Have you tried to get her to eat a balanced diet?
Can reality TV's Super Nanny serve the right solution?
She'll feel like, oh, wow, this is fun. Now I can eat it.
And later, given a refuse to give up.
So he goes, you can't do that, you're gonna die.
Today, he shares his incredible story of resilience.
Wow, so this was you.
I went home, I took that picture. I promised my family, I said, you will never see me lose another pound because I'm not dying.
Moms through some unusual parenting dilemmas. Before the break, we saw the video of Tawana's 6-year-old daughter who only wants to eat butter and cottage cheese. Now, Tawana, that can't be all she eats.
Yes, that is the only thing I catch her eating. The only thing she will eat. She will refuse to eat anything else. Sometimes she will even grab a stick of butter and will eat it like it's a banana. She's been doing this probably since she was about 3 and a half, 4.
I mean, okay, well, when she was 3, ain't nobody say nothing?
We thought it was cute at first.
Oh, okay.
You know, and then it kept going, and it was more of like she was eating it as a meal or sneaking it when she didn't want to eat dinner.
Wow. Have you tried to get her to eat a balanced diet?
We try to get her to eat vegetables, fruits, casseroles with vegetables in it, and she'll take a couple bites, spit it out, and will even sometimes just go to bed hungry because she refuses to eat anything that we make for her. I'm worried that she's just gonna stay the way she is because she's all skin and bone. I have people asking me if I even feed her at all because of the way she looks.
Wow. Okay, Deborah.
Yeah. A lot of this is, and it's prevalent, you know, picky eaters. But the bottom line is that that means that they're crying out to have some sort of control. And so because I want attention, I want control, basically I'm not gonna eat because I know that's gonna get a rise out of you. I'm gonna bite into the butter because I know you're gonna, oh, why are you doing that? That's not good for you. And I'm sure that's your reaction. Yes. Kids like that reaction. And so the next time, albeit after this conversation, yes, if she bites into butter, say, how did that taste? Is it good? Leave it alone. Because the thing is that when children don't get a rise out of you, then it's like no fun anymore.
Right.
Okay? There are some things that you can do to help her feel good about eating and to have healthy eating habits, which is most important. No child that I've ever met is gonna starve themselves, okay? But there are things you can do. One thing is make her feel involved in the process. It's called my involvement technique. I mean, literally have her help you with a shopping list, go shopping together, and then have her help you prepare it. When children have that sense of empowerment and confidence and self-esteem, they're more likely to want to eat and try something that they made.
Right.
Okay? That's the first thing that I want you to do. Second thing I want you to do is after she's prepared the meal, actually have her take the 3 bites. You can't get up from the table until you take 3 bites. You don't have to like everything, but I do want you to try because you're the mom, you know better. You got to give her wisdom.
Right.
Okay? And then third, I love your baby because so many children are just like her, okay? But make it fun. Make it fun. This is Brooklyn's recipe box, okay? She likes butter. Have her put the butter in the Rice Krispie treats. Have like a little menu. Make it together. Make it fun. And then you can create little, you know, menus and recipes for her. Then she'll feel like, oh, wow, this is fun. Now I can eat it. So this is for you to take with Brooklyn, you know, home. And then I want you guys to continue to make the cards because it's a good bonding technique, a good connecting technique where you guys could come together and spend some family time together. But don't stress out.
Right.
Tawana, you think this will help? Because
I think it will. I think if I work with her and do that right there, I think having her involved in it she'll be wanting to eat more healthier if I have her help me cook.
See, you never said what my father said. See, you was just going. You gonna eat everything on this plate, or you gonna sit here till it's all gone from the plate. Then my mama came in with the whole speeches. People in China starving to death. My little smart behind, one time I ain't want to eat it. She caught me putting it in the box. She said, what are you doing? I'm ready to ship this to China. Hey, listen, ladies, thank you for sharing your stories. And a special thanks to Deborah. I want you to watch America's Super Nanny. It's called Family Lockdown. It's Wednesday nights at 10 on Lifetime. We'll be right back, folks.
Coming up next, he survived nearly unbeatable odds.
I had a rare and a terminal cancer.
Find out how he's using his experience to inspire others.
I hope that people who feel like it's over can find some strength in your story.
And later, the shocking meaning behind men's most common dreams.
8% of all of our dreams are sexual in nature.
But is the truth Steve's worst nightmare?
Too many dudes in this picture. This ain't the naked dream I'll be having.
For your free hearing checkup and many other limited time extras, and start enjoying your life again.
Hey, welcome back, folks. Listen, no matter how strong you are physically and mentally, there are times that your body can fail you. That's when you need to look within for strength and courage. Here's a picture of my next guest. I want you to see him today. Please welcome David Octavio Gandell. David, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. Thank you, brother. Sit down.
Thank you for having me here.
This is really great, man. Dave, you don't look anything like the picture.
Yeah, that looks like death. I was at death door.
Yeah?
I was death sentences and basically just you know, not any chance of living.
What was the diagnosis?
I had an immature teratoma. It's a rare and a terminal cancer. And it grew to the point that it was literally covering all my organs. So every doctor in the country basically, I became a case study.
Yeah.
So every doctor in the country knew about it, and literally they didn't want to take the case. They just looked at me and said, we can't do anything. There's no cure for immature teratoma. So I would call myself God's miracle, but certainly it's a case study in the medical world.
Yeah.
But faith, brother, that's it. You know, faith in God.
Yeah.
So at 29 years old, I was basically a trainer, a fitness manager of health clubs, model acting, you know, part-time here and there. I host fitness shows. I help people change their lives physically.
Right.
Perfect health. I get cancer. That was it.
Wow, so this was you.
124 pounds.
How long ago was that?
That was August of 2006.
Wow, man, that had to be a really, really trying time. Especially, you know, if you're this physical guy, physically fit.
Yeah, long hair, I had this physique. I was trainer, running multiple gyms. I was having a great time with life, and I believed in God, but my relationship, when I first got diagnosed, from 2004 to that picture, 2006, God was preparing me for something.
What do you mean?
I believe I was chosen to share this testimony. When I was given that death sentence for that weekend, that I'm not going to survive that weekend, one doctor, my Dr. Benedetto, with Sylvester Cancer Research in Miami, he's the only one that called. And then he goes, well, we're in uncharted waters. We don't know what to do, but we're going to try something. Well, go ahead and try. I said, well, the chemo that we're going to give you might kill you. So first round, 14 chemotherapies. One round, 14. I wake up at 124 pounds. He goes, David, in 5 days, if you come back, we'll start the second round. I'll see you in 5 days. I went home, I took that picture. I promised my parents, I promised my family, I said, you will never see me lose another pound because I'm not dying.
Come on, man.
And I pointed up at God. That's why that picture is there. And then I went to the gym, Steve. I started eating about 5,000 to 6,000 calories. And then I went to the doctor. And I gained about double or triple the amount of pounds that I was gaining per chemo. I actually gained weight through chemotherapy. And he looks, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to the gym. I'm lifting weights. He goes, you can't do that. You're going to die. Think about it. Your chemotherapy kills your white blood count.
Right.
Thank God it came back up. Right. But at the end of the day, he was like, you're going to die. You could get a cold and you die. I said, wait, hold on. I have terminal cancer.
You done already told me I'm going to die. So every time I see you,
correct.
You keep saying you're going to die.
I got terminal cancer.
You can't have a testimony without a test. There is no...
Correct.
It does not occur that way. I love your story when I heard about it because I said, okay, here comes a guy that if I bring on the show, he's going to tell the truth to people. See, we're fortunate enough to have medicine and doctors.
Yes, sir.
But when a doctor and medicine get to the point and they tell you they've done all they can do,